Hey guys, good morning. It's not really the morning anymore. It's like it's almost 1 o'clock, but I wanted to come in here and show you guys actually how I'm making dinner for tonight. Right now I have like a 25-minute break or so until my next call, because I do a lot of like phone clients and Skype and whatever. But I had a couple minutes. I'm gonna prep dinner. It's gonna take longer because I'm gonna explain it to you. But intro, hi. A lot of new people. I'm Shana Kamen. I'm the nutritionist behind Super Simple Nutrition and Super Simple Nutrition Hacks. And I think it's really magical how much you can transform your health when you just learn a couple really strategic things of how to consistently get really healthy food into your body and into your family's body. I help clients overcome all kinds of hormonal disorders, and whether that's infertility or PCOS or PMS crazy issues or digestive issues or weight loss. A lot of times it's hormonal, which is why people get really frustrated. Anyways, but we're here now making dinner. It's gonna take us it'll take us a little longer, like I said, because I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me just get my cutting board that I forgot. And we're gonna make dinner all in one pot right now. People have been asking me about this for a long time, and I'm always like, hey, I'll do it. But now I'm actually doing it. Okay, so I just want to show you what we have so far on the cutting board. Hold on, let me flip the camera. Okay, I have frozen broccoli. It's still frozen. I have chicken thighs, dark meat with the skin on. I have salt, pepper, garlic powder. I usually put onion powder. Hey, Gila! Gila's my friend. She moved, but I missed her. And I can't find my onion powder, so I'm using everything but the bagel. The truth is, honestly, whatever spices you like will work, especially if you put salt and garlic powder. Anything you add after that, is just good. It doesn't really matter. I often will put paprika because I find that I like the color. I don't really notice a change in the flavor. But anyways, okay. And potato. So a lot of people are afraid of potatoes. I'm just going to rinse them real fast. These are organic. I'm not afraid of potatoes. Potatoes can be super healthy. They have a lot of potassium. They're really good carbohydrate. They're really easy to digest. A lot of people that may have more sensitive digestive tracts that find they do better, especially they're a little dirty. I'll rinse them again. That find they do better without grains or with less grains or less gluten will do really well in potatoes. And unless you're on a super low carb diet, which sometimes is valuable, but lots of people do really well with plenty of carbs, especially good carbs again. So, I get my potatoes organic. It's actually one of the things I won't bend on. I'm not saying you have to be crazy like me. But the truth is that okay, see, I'm just slicing them as we're talking, just until it doesn't matter how thick, but I like it. I don't know, it's kind of like a centimeter. And then can you see that I'm just can you see that? I'm just putting them in the pan, on the bottom of the pan. Oh, there's a funky spot. I'm going to cut it out. But anyways, a lot of potatoes, essentially, the reason why you'll notice if you buy, conventional potatoes, they don't really sprout. They'll take a long time before they sprout, and that's because they're sprayed with anti-sprouting, an anti-sprouting spray, and that anti-sprouting spray causes brain tumors in mice. So no, you and I are not mice. However, I'm not comfortable with that, and so I just buy organic potatoes. If that doesn't bother you, then to each their own. So I'm going to put half the tray potatoes. Look, I washed too many, whatever. It says I forgot I was going to do only half the tray. So half the tray there is potatoes. I'll flip that one so it doesn't look confusing. And again, potatoes, especially in the skin, have a lot of potassium. And they're just yummy. And especially if you have kids and they need to, have something to help, fill them up. It's good stuff. Especially, again, you're going to be eating it with the fats that are coming from the chicken. And so, by the way, look, I just ripped open my bag of broccoli, and I'm just, dumping it in. I know I always do things so carefully, you're shocked. But okay, so here is the broccoli. The truth is, I'll tell you the truth. The broccoli underneath the chicken is not my favorite. I really prefer putting green beans under the chicken, but I don't have frozen green beans right now. So, but my husband really likes the broccoli, and so I'm just doing the broccoli, and anyways, I'm gonna make a salad, which I already have the dressing, so it's like very easy. I just rip open the bag, but I'll do that another time with you guys. Anyway, so here's the potatoes and the broccoli. I'm just gonna salt it now, like this. And pepper now, like this. Yes, it's my huge Costco everything. And garlic powder. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm curious because I want to know, like, time-wise, like if there's a better time zone for different people, who's coming on. Okay, so I spiced the vegetables underneath. Then I have my dark meat chicken. I do recommend using dark meat for this. In general, honestly, I recommend dark meat over light meat. And see, I'm just putting it right on top. Can you see that? I'm just like putting it right on top of the meat. On top of the potatoes, and then I'll put it on top of the chicken also. I'll put the chicken on top of the broccoli also. I do, yeah, in general, I recommend using the dark meat because I'm actually not afraid of the fats. I know a lot of people get really scared of animal fats and the skin on the chicken. I definitely recommend leaving the skin on while this cooks. It will make it way more flavorful, and the fats are good for you. They're going to give you good energy. If you're scared about them, feel free to ask me questions. I did teach a class all about fats where I went really in depth, but while I'm on here, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer you. I also have plenty of books I can recommend. But in short, no, I'm not concerned about the fat causing heart disease or any of those other things that people get nervous about. In short, those diseases are much more related to inflammation buildup in the body than they actually are to the fats that we're eating. So there you go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wash my hands because it's all gross and chickeny. So I only defrosted 2 packs. Honestly, I could have done 3. I could have fit 3, but I don't know. I mean, I should have done 3, whatever. Live and learn. I'm not beating myself up. I forgot. I haven't made this in a long time, and normally I do like the whole chicken leg, not just the thighs. So maybe that's why I kind of misjudged how much I would need. But here we go. Ugh, it's a lot of pepper. Okay, so my kids won't eat that part. But it's okay. It'll come out good. And anyways, I find I like to, I'll show you up close what the thing looks like right now. Oh, and I'll do everything but the bagel. It'll look nice. I don't know that it's going to really change the flavor, but it'll make it look more textured. Hey, Phoebe. Okay, let me flip the camera so you can see kind of what it looks like right now. I know raw chicken generally is kind of gross looking, but see how you can see the vegetables underneath? Because of that, I'm gonna cover it when I cook it, and I'll show you how. If it was all kind of looking like this right here, and then if I had another package of chicken so it was tightly packed, then I would actually cook it uncovered because there'd be so much juice in there that it would, it doesn't need to be covered. It would stay nice and moist from that, and all the vegetables will cook. But now if you cook it uncovered, if I cook it uncovered like this, then the potatoes will get too hard. Anyways, okay, so let me show you what I do. Cover it, and I also really recommend that you do this. I don't want the aluminum from the aluminum foil to touch my food. Again, call me crazy. You don't have to copy me if you don't want, but if you're interested, this is why. I will first put down a layer of parchment paper because aluminum also has been linked to many health issues. And excess of aluminum in our brains and in our bodies is not good. And so I just put down the parchment paper first so that when I cover it with tin foil, I'm not like, oh no, the aluminum's getting in my food. And see, I get this really big roll. I get a small roll and a big roll, but I find that for this, I like it big better so I don't have to go over it twice. Anyways, I'm gonna put that in the oven right now actually. So that on 350, so it'll be ready in 3 hours when my kids come home. There you go. If you're running late on time and you don't have 3 hours, you could honestly bomb it up to 500. It would still work pretty good. And what I might do also, if I remember, is like uncover it for the last little bit, maybe 30, 45 minutes. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It'll be good no matter what. If I don't uncover it, then the skin's not gonna be crispy, and then it's kind of gross, I think. Some people don't care and they think it's really good regardless, but there you go. So I think this tip should hopefully be really valuable, because I know a big thing is just like the practical, like, yeah, we all know we should have balanced meals. We all know blah, blah, blah. But then like you get home and it's not ready. But okay, I don't know how long it took me with you guys. Maybe 5 seconds. I mean, maybe 5 minutes, but, yeah, I can't even see the clock now because I turned the oven on. But when I do it myself without being live while I do it, it literally takes me like under 2 minutes. So again, the broccoli, of course, is awesome. It's rich in folate. It's rich in vitamin C. I feel like everyone knows broccoli is really good. And of course it's going to be like really mushy, but it's going to be like mushy and like garlicky and chickeny and really yummy. And the potatoes also, like, they kind of, they get really roasty. I've had people say that's like the best potatoes they've ever had. It's like when I put it just to cook underneath the chicken. And then you see there's like not really anything to wash. There's just that one thing. I'll rinse my cutting board now. And that's it. So that's like how I do it, is I just like find the simple, easy way, so I don't have to like annoy myself doing things. And honestly, I'll probably, when I serve it, make a salad. That's not true. I think I'm ambitious now. We'll see how I feel later. But even if I don't make a salad, I already have a green, a good carb, and good fat, good protein. I want to see in my fridge for a second. We'll see maybe what else I'll make. Oh, there's my kids. Aren't they cute? Okay. I might make a fennel salad, green beans. There's my salad. There's my 1,000 eggs, because we always eat it. I also have some cauliflower. Maybe I'll make that. But again, everything like takes like super fast. Oh, and of course my mountain of avocados. But I'll also, honestly, I'll probably, and I do recommend you do this, serve it with, I don't have any homemade sauerkraut right now because I just like haven't done it. But here's like a good cheap version that, from Trader Joe's. It's like $3 or $4 for this thing. But not all sauerkraut's created equal, because this one, look, can you see? Oh, there it goes. See, it says raw and fermented. I know it's backwards for you. But to contrast that, like these pickles I got from Trader Joe's are not raw and fermented. They're just made with vinegar. So they're yummy, but they don't provide the digestive benefits of the raw sauerkraut. So the reason why I'm specifically going to try to be mindful of having that sauerkraut with that meal is because everything is cooked, right? And so you've probably heard, you know, buzzwords in the health world of like probiotics and enzymes and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I guess they're good. I don't know why. Basically, when you cook things, some things become better, but you also lose some things. So one of the things you lose when you cook things is you lose their enzymes. The enzymes die. So that's off. That's why you might find sometimes if you have like, oh, I made a really healthy meal. I made roasted whatever, and then I had salmon, and we had rice, and whatever it is that you made all these healthy foods, and you're like, why am I so gassy? I'll tell you why. It's because if all of your foods were cooked, then you don't really have any enzymes in them, and then it can be really hard for your body to break it down, and it can make you gassy, even if they're like not difficult foods to digest. However, if you have it with sauerkraut, it's really, really helpful, because sauerkraut is not just, it's because it's raw and fermented. So it's raw, so it still has its own enzymes, but because it's fermented, it's like on mega doses of it. Like per spoonful, it's like 15 times as much as it would be if you would just have it raw. So even just having salad is not nearly as valuable from the enzyme perspective as having the sauerkraut, or if it was like a real pickle that was actually fermented. Anyways, I hope this is really helpful. I hope this inspires your dinner. If you have other meals you'd like to see, I'm going to try and do this more often, of like show you what I'm making for dinner, so you can see and get ideas and see like, oh, I could also whip that out in like 10 seconds, because you can. What was I going to say? The sauerkraut's really awesome. I should do a whole, I mean, I did teach a class on sauerkraut, but I should talk about it in here too. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any more, if you have any more questions, and I'm here for you. Love you. Bye.